I love this story. This is about 12 years ago, maybe 13, you know the exact date. Then President of the United States formed the Blue Ribbon Committee, said, what is it going to take for us to build high-end rockets, get back to the moon and ultimately to Mars? This Blue Ribbon Committee, made up of literal rocket scientists, came back after 9 months of study and they said, Mr. President, it is going to take 12 years and $36 billion. Fair enough? Is that what happened? No. That's not what happened. An entrepreneur by the name of Elon Musk did it in 6 years, 50% faster than the experts expected, and he did it for less than $1 billion, 1/136th the estimated cost. Why do I tell you this? What's the one thing experts don't know? They don't know what they don't know, and I'm here to tell you, entrepreneurs and innovators are transforming our world. And for good measure, what did Elon Musk figure out what to do with those rockets? You know, Representative, figured out how to land them back down on Earth so we could reuse them, driving the cost even lower. But now I need you to think, what is the first thing we put on those rockets? We put on satellites, and those satellites are going to deliver broadband to your rural communities. More importantly, they're going to deliver high-speed internet access everywhere on the globe. To understand how transformative this is, only 4 billion people have access to the internet today. In the next couple of years, an additional 4 billion people are going to come online. So as we approach new frontiers, we're going to have to think differently. This was given to 1,500 5-year-olds, kindergartners, and they said, you have 20 seconds to figure this out. What parking spot number is that car in? Since you're a little older, I'm only going to give you 15 seconds, but see if you can figure it out. What parking spot number is that car in? Okay, based on past experience, I know about 10% of the audience is quite confident of the answer, and who's confident they have the answer? Yes, sir, or ma'am? 87, that is correct, and how did you solve it? You just had to flip it upside down. Now here's the irony. Of those 1,500 5-year-olds, every single one rapidly figured it out in less than 20 seconds. My guess is some of you are saying, well, I'm a smart individual. It's just a mathematical party. It's 2x minus 3, 2x minus 4. I'll figure out the pattern. Here's my point. Sometimes those of us with more experience, because we've only seen our industry from one perspective, we think that's the only way it can be done. The beauty of reverse mentors is they just help you see the world from a different perspective. The fourth principle that's going to help you navigate into new frontiers, you're going to have to unlearn some of the things that you think you know. And let me just ask you a question. I'm not going to put anyone on the spot, but I want all of you to do is answer this simple question. I don't care if you come from California, Arkansas, New York, or Vermont, anywhere in between. Answer for your neighbor this question. What two colors are the yield sign in your home state? Go ahead, tell the person next to you. What two colors are the yield sign? Okay, I've heard the answer. How many people said yellow or yellow and black? Could I just see a show of hands? And if you said yellow and black, congratulations. Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. And it has not been since, wait for it, since 1971. The yield sign has been red and white since Richard Nixon was in the White House. Inevitably, I know one or two are going to want to pigeonhole me afterwards and go, well, in my rural area of this state, they're still yellow and black. No, they're not, and they haven't been for decades. But to me, this is just a fun, lighthearted example. We learned things many, many years ago. The problem is that old, outdated information just stays stuck in our head, even though we've been driving by these red and white signs for decades. My message to you is there are certain things you learned about your farm, your job, your business, your product, your customers. Yes, they were all true yesterday. It does not mean that they are still true today. Those of you who said yellow and black, and there were a lot of you, I'm not done with you folks yet. If you're a little curious as to what your brain looks like, here's what your brain kind of looks like. So it looked good. Looked good back in the day, but maybe time for a little mental wardrobe update. So that's a lighthearted example.